Hey guys, welcome to Where's the Scale. So ChatGPT Atlas is out and I've decided to give it a test. Moreover, I will be comparing ChatGPT Atlas to Genspark AI browser, which is the browser that I use most often. And we'll put both through 3 grueling tasks of an increase in difficulty from something very simple to something extremely difficult. And by the end, we will declare a winner. And as a result, you will have learned a few new prompts that will help you with SEO, keyword research, and whatnot. So let's get started. So this is not a video on how to install ChatGPT Atlas. This is the Mac version. And the same goes for Genspark. I'll be using deep research by default. And the first task is going to be extremely easy. Let me just choose the agent mode. Let's make sure everything is on. And the task is as follows. Go on YouTube and find me top 10 videos about Ahrefs as far as views as of October 2025. So let's click next. And we'll do exactly the same inside of Genspark. And we'll be filling in this simple form. So the 3 tasks are the YouTube fetch, the niche hunting, and the keyword research. We'll score each. And as I said, we will be able to declare the winner. So this is how ChatGPT Atlas looks like. The first 2 videos are already identified. I've captured the second video title. I'm more interested with the month because it's been my experience, at least, these kinds of tools coupled with browser automation. They will find the videos, but they will mess up the date entirely, sometimes even the year. Let's see what Genspark is up to. It looks like it's hard at work. Question, the view count, when it was published, which is very important. So one video was published on June the 25th, which should be a disqualification as far as my criteria, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so surprisingly, Genspark has concluded its task. Atlas is still hard at work. Oh, they kind of finished together. That's what she said. So let's start with Atlas then. The first video is this one here. When was it published? So I don't have a good way of actually checking the video. Okay, so this was 4 years ago. And that's number 1. So let's check this one. This is 2 years ago. So I'll just check one more. I don't have a link to this one, I don't believe. Oh, this is weird. I don't have a link. So the first 2 results were from way back. I visited YouTube, searched for Ahrefs, and sorted the results by view count below other videos. Okay, so it kind of butchered the task. Let's look at Genspark. The first video was published on May 19th, then April, then March. So it's basically the same thing. Wow. It gave us all the links that was marginally faster. Oh my god. And if I'm not mistaken, hasn't found a single October 2025 video. And the reason I gave it this task is because I published a video on Ahrefs in October. It even had Ahrefs in the title and was able to get it. Okay. Well, at least Genspark was faster and it gave us all the links, which we cannot say for Atlas, but I will be harsh but fair. So Atlas is a 1 and I would give Genspark a 2 just for the sole reason of giving all the right URLs. So we are off to a pretty bad start, but let's proceed. Second one. So we're still using the agent mode. Yeah, now we are. And this is my favorite niche hunting prompt. Scan Reddit for pain points around. Let's just do SaaS marketing, which is a very hot niche right now. Let's hit run and we'll do the same inside of Genspark and let's see what happens. Okay. So Atlas is scanning the relevant subreddits, which is SaaS marketing, SaaS, and they seem to be recent, which is good. And I want to see the Atlas's version first before I read Genspark, just to see whether the pain points are going to be different or similar. Okay, this was surprising because Atlas worked for 1 minute. From my experience, I just know that this is nowhere long enough because Genspark, as you can see, is still working hard. So let's go back to Atlas. After reviewing relevant 2025 Reddit discussions, several pain points stood out. Okay, let's see. How do I... Yeah, thank you. So the first sub niche is AI Overview Visibility Tracker. Users complain that appearing in AI search responses is now more important than ranking traditional SERPs. I don't really know why this... Well, this is important for SaaS businesses, where SaaS businesses are essentially micro brands, but still cross-community feedback aggregator founders repeatedly say that They must test features across email, LinkedIn, Slack, community posts. Gathering feedback manually is tedious. And let's make sure that we are going back to the source. So only niche AI rank tools exist. Most marketers still use standard SEO trackers. What's actually working for our SaaS growth and what we dropped? AI visibility is a new SEO background. If your business isn't showing up in AI overviews, you're invisible. Okay, fair enough. And the way this prompt is structured is you get the sub-niche, the description, the priority, why there is a market gap, then whether it is more beneficial to go for an article or a YouTube video, and basically gives you a very brief description of how your solution may look like. So let's check this one. Oh, it's actually in the same Reddit thread. And the Reddit is 2 months old, so technically it's 2025. Lean partner match platform. Redditors report that partnership and co-marketing outperform code outreach. Don't tell me it's the same subreddit. Wow, oh my god. This is literally the same subreddit. So no wonder Atlas worked for 1 minute. So it basically got all the 3 pain points from a single subreddit. And the subreddit wasn't even about pain points. It was about what's working and what's not working. Do I dare go further? Authentic content detoxer. Okay. Let's just read through because obviously I'm biased towards Genspark. Authentic zero audience growth planner. A common cry on Reddit is how to market 2025 when you have no audience, no budget. This is true. How do you do marketing when you don't? Okay. And basically the remainder of the pain points all came from a second subreddit. Let's take a look at Genspark, if it's done. Sub-niche number 1, AI content authenticity validation platform, a tool that helps SaaS marketers create authentic human-sounding content that bypasses AI detection. Why the gap is unmet, existing AI detectors only identify problems, don't solve them. Okay, sub-niche 2, real-time social listening dashboard for SMBs, a lightweight, affordable alternative to expensive enterprise social listening tools. While the gap is unmet, enterprise tools, brand voice, pro social costs $200 to $1,000 per month. Sub-niche 3, simple marketing attribution for bootstrap SaaS, yes. AI human hybrid lead qualification system, yes. I can already tell you that I like this one much better. The only thing that I'm really missing is that I don't see give me the source URLs you got the pain points from. This is going to be an ultimate test because I like the pain points themselves better because they pertain to the SaaS community and business much better. They're more relevant to that type of business. Okay, so look at this one. I want to know your biggest hurdles growing SaaS. This is going to be relevant. Let's talk about marketing in 2025. How? We got the same inside of ChatGPT Atlas. What's actually working? Yes, we got that. Is it the same one? No, it's not the same one. It just sounds the same. It's posted in a different thread. What's your biggest challenge in SaaS automation? 2025, a reliable conversion attribution is still super hard. 6 months as head of marketing at a B&B SaaS that can't stop pivoting. So these are just pure better because they talk about the pain points. What's a pain point you wish a SaaS side hustle would solve? So I should have probably corrected the prompt in a way that would pair these pain points with the sources. I won't be wasting your time, because I just wanted to see the source material. The source material is way better. So look at this. What marketing strategies are driving the most results in 2025? And this was posted inside of digital marketing. I would have to score Genspark higher. Just say 5 out of 4, just because. And this is maybe a 2. Let me be generous. Let this be 3, because it did give us some relevant threads. 2.5. And this one going to be the ultimate decider. So just to take a step back, what I did, I went Hoth, which is thehoth.com. I looked for copywriting as a seed keyword. I got a ridiculous number of keywords, which I have saved as a CSV. This is the prompt we're going to be working with. Let me activate the agent mode. So check the attached file. We haven't attached anything. Then go to Google. And for each of the keywords, check each of the top 10 results to identify keyword gaps. A keyword gap means the keyword is not at the title of the top 10 search results, not at the URL, not at the beginning of the article or page, and the content is under 500 words long. Repeat this process for each keyword across top 10 results. Finally, output and opportunity score for each keywords. For each keywords with a breakdown of the above title, URL, beginning, content, length. So let me start this. Let me give a head start to ChatGPT Atlas, and let's do this inside of Genspark. By the way, if you are interested in using Genspark to the max, visit my Genspark Academy inside of my paid school community, where I teach you to write multiple articles, from recipe articles to multimedia and storytelling articles. I teach you how to use Genspark for SEO. We have the dynamic answer blocks application, the information gain reports, Genspark outright workflow, even the Genspark AI detection. And we can actually build sites with Genspark, from one-click directories to building microsites. And if you visit the link in the description, you'll get 10% off Genspark once you go pro. So I expect both to struggle with this, honestly. I think that this is going to be extremely, extremely surprising if they both do well. Because if you can do these kinds of things inside of either Atlas or Genspark, you're golden. You can throw away your Ahrefs, your SEMrush, and stuff like that, because the keyword gap is the name of the game if you want to rank in 2025. So apparently both are just now starting to pick the keywords. So I got a pick from Genspark. Looks like Atlas is already checking the keywords one by one. Okay, looks like Atlas has concluded once again way ahead of Genspark. Yeah, Genspark is still thinking. And let's take a look. After analyzing the dash keyword file, I selected 10 phrases with the lowest competition. Okay, I then examined the current Google SERPs for each keyword to see if the exact phrase appears in the titles, URLs, or the opening paragraphs of the page. I also considered whether the page were likely under 500 words. Pages that lacked the keyword in all three places and seemed short were treated as gaps. The table below summarizes the opportunity. So, okay, the first keyword is Zomato, copywriter. I have no idea what that is. Number of SERP results without a phrase and title. Number of SERP results without a phrase and title in the URL. And this is the highest opportunity score, I believe. Copywriter. I work at Zomato at Copywriter. So Zomato seems to be a company. Zomato Copywriter internship, Zomato Junior Copywriter reviews, Copywriter at Zomato. Is Zomato a copywriter's new copy chef? Well, I would argue that this has the URL in the title. Okay, could be. Let's check another one. Right, better marketing copy. No, number of search results without phrase in the URL. Opportunity score. This is the second highest opportunity score. So it looks like lots of the results don't have the keyword in the URL. And there's lots of thin pages as well. Let's double check that also. Okay, this one here. Oh, this is a broken page. Lots of videos. Write better marketing copy. And ChatGPT is kind of correct. So how to write marketing copy? It doesn't say write better marketing copy. It's kind of spot on. I'm surprised. Let's check another one. Crypto copywriter. So lots of the results don't have the keyword in the URL. And if this is indeed correct, copywriting crypto jobs, crypto content, crypto copywriter, crypto content. Wow. Blockchain copywriter, specialist crypto copywriter. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised. You don't get a lot of results with either the keyword in the title or in the URL. So I would say this is a pass at least. I don't know what Genspark did, but I would give this a solid 4. Let's go to Genspark. Copywriting, opportunity score, copy AI copy. I think, like, from what I gather, moderate opportunity, maybe I should have been more specific, because I don't like the keywords that it chose. So it chose copywriting, copy AI copy, ad copy. So there is no way these are low competition. Still want to check if it is capable of actually analyzing opportunities. So any word AI, pointed, I don't know what pointed copywriting is. Let's check. What does it say about pointed copywriting? Could it be a firm? Yeah. Copywriting coaching, good opportunity, individual coaches dominate limited comprehensive guides, fragmented optimization, opportunity for authoritative guides. Okay, so let's check this keyword here. Looks like it fits our criteria. Copywriting, coaching, copywriting. This one, copywriting. Coach Big Brain. It's not optimized. Coaching program. What kind of copywriting for coaches? So let's just check one more before we conclude. So to handle that better. So what was the keyword? It was keyword mastery. No, copywriting mastery. That's the one. Copywriting mastery course. That's a horrible URL. Copywriting mastery. Well, I'm sad to say that I'm not happy with Genspark with this very specific use case. So I would have to give it a 2. So now let's conclude. So 1 plus 4 equals 7.5. If I'm not mistaken, here, this is basically, oh wow, it's almost a tie. So guys, I'm happy to say that, well, not happy to say, but I must say that Atlas has its use cases. And I'm not talking about the privacy issues and whatnot. Personally, I use Genspark a lot for niche research. And the keyword research I use Genspark for is the search gap analysis inside of my search gap method. And we've just gotten a fresh new testimonial. I tested the search gap prompt on 2 product reviews. Within days, both moved up. One jumped to 2nd place and delivered 33 clicks in less than a week. If that's not a stellar review, I don't know what is. So Genspark is amazing. I even have custom GPTs that go and actively search on Reddit for the search gap. But Atlas is pretty good, and I'll be looking more into Atlas in the future. If you like the comparison, give me a like, and I hope this was helpful. Cheers.